has a new device that works kind of the same way for your health. Grace Lee introduces us to the Santa Rosa man who is testing an early warning system for heart attack patients.
My wife looks at me and says, I think you're having a heart attack. We need to get you to the hospital now.
When Richard Boyd had a massive coronary in June, he thought it was arthritis because it started with a shoulder pain.
The classic symptoms of heart disease are, hand to the chest, crushing, squeezing chest pain, and elephant standing on my chest, but that's not always the case.
That's why cardiologist Stephen Halpern believes in the AngelMed Guardian, a pacemaker-like device that's implanted in the chest. It serves as an early warning system so that patients know when they're about to have a heart attack.
Every 30 minutes, you lose about 7.5 to 10% of heart muscle. That's non-retrievable, so the time is critical.
The FDA has not approved it yet. Richard is the first to get it in Northern California for the clinical trial, making him a possible pioneer in biomedical technology.
This is the device that sits right here.
Cardiologist Sanjay Dar has partnered with Dr. Halpern. He says it's a relatively simple procedure that only takes about 30 minutes.
We inserted and threaded through the vein into the heart, as you can see on the screen right here. But essentially when it goes in, you screw it into the heart muscle, and that's where it stays secure. It doesn't hurt.
Once the device is in place, it measures the electrical activity of your heart. Because it is inside the muscle, it's considered to be more sensitive than a regular EKG. It warns the patient that trouble is coming even before symptoms show, and it does it with a little shake, rattle, and roll. The first alert is under the skin. A patient will feel a vibration under his clavicle. Secondly, the patient has to carry a small black box that will beep if there's a problem. If it's an issue that does not need immediate attention, the device will tell you to call the doctor within a day and flash yellow. If it is an emergency, the box flashes red and the patient should call 911 immediately.
This is absolutely a new concept in medicine, in field of cardiology, where we'll be getting these patients way ahead of time, even before the patients know something really bad is happening to them.
Richard hopes he never sees that warning light, but he knows that with a stent in his artery, there is a higher risk for a repeat heart attack. For him, the gadget gives him peace of mind, so he won't have to worry about every ache and pain unless he needs to.
With this new system, you don't have to panic.
Cardiologists say that there are possible complications. Patients could get an infection, that device could fail, or it could penetrate the heart muscle, though that's considered to be very rare. Now, we're still looking at several years before this could be available to the public, but I wanted to show you what it looked like. This is what's inside. We don't have the actual device itself, but it's pretty long. It's wrapped in plastic, and it has a tiny tube inside, which is how it measures the electrical activity. So, pretty amazing stuff.
And that goes right into the heart muscle, and if you're having problems, it can jumpstart.
That's right. One end goes into the heart, and the other end goes into the device, and it stays inside the whole time.
Wow. Amazing technology. I know. All right, Grace, thank you.